have our next guest, and I'm not even going to introduce our next guest because I can't do our guest justice. We're going to let our guest introduce himself. So go ahead, guest, take it away and introduce yourself.
Out of Chicago, Illinois, I'm Ray Flores. I've never done that before, so only for you guys.
We made him do that. That was great.
Here with us, the amazing babyface Ray in town, fresh to death as always. Announcer du jour. We look forward to seeing your work on the PBC broadcast. You always do a fantastic job. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for the invitation. Great to be here with you guys.
So you have a lot of work coming up soon. We had both of the next fight you're going to call is Spence Algieri. We had Errol Spence on about 2 weeks ago, and then we had Chris Algieri on this week. Give us your bird's eye view, a little preview for this fight and what you expect.
Well, first of all, I'm really excited to be in Brooklyn next week for Spence Algieri, PBC on NBC. DeBell Entertainment, the entire crew there is always very great, and it's great to work with them and Lou and his entire staff. I mean, they always do a marvelous job. And I'm excited. I think Errol Spence is the future for boxing. This isn't something that hasn't been said before. But against Chris Algieri, he can move. He makes people look bad. He has been victorious in most of his fights. So if Errol Spence can go out there and dispose of Chris Algieri, then I think he's making a statement. To win is a statement, but to put an exclamation mark to finish him, I think would be like, wow, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is Spence's third or fourth consecutive fight on NBC. So obviously, I think you're right with your assessment that he is the future, and I think that his manager sees that, and everybody's kind of campaigning behind him for bigger and better things.
Absolutely, and you know what? Errol Spence is the kind of guy he's a mature young man. He knows what's in front of him, but he's very mature. He believes in his talent, but he understands that he has to go out there and prove himself time in, time out. He had to do it when he was out there against Vivian Harris back about 6 months ago, and he replicated that on NBC, and he looked sensational. So I think Errol Spence is the kind of guy that doesn't let the hype get around him, and he goes out there and takes care of business.
What other guys do you really like? I mean, we hear in your tone that you're a big fan of Spence.
Yes.
Who else do you really enjoy watching?
A guy who I love this young man, is Julian J. Rock Williams. He's a student of the game. He's from Philadelphia, which is a rich, fighting city. And he's like a stone cold assassin when he goes in there. He wants to not just beat you. He wants to decapitate you. He'll shake your hand afterwards and say, I hope you're okay. But against Luciano Cuello, a fight that I was privileged to do at the Sands Casino in Bethlehem there for PBC, he could have gone out there and he could have coasted to a decision or given a couple rounds. He went out there and he hit him so hard I thought Cuello was going to fall into my lap. I mean, J-Rock is a bad man. And I'm not talking about Shaft. I'm talking about J-Rock. He is one bad mother. I'm going to shut my mouth. Thank you. I am preaching to the choir because J-Rock is a bad boy. I'm like, dang, J-Rock, what are you? Like, I'm taking off my announcer hat right here. I'm going back to Chicago, Indiana. Next to Gary, I'm going to say, damn, J-Rock. Whoa, boy. Whoa.
And you know what? And it's so hard for him to fight the guys who he really wants to fight. He has that old school mentality that I'm in my prime. I want to fight other guys that are in their prime. Let's fight. That's it. I'll come to your backyard. I'll take a pay cut. I'm the new Marvin Hagler. That's not a gimmick. That's not for faith. That's really how he feels. And unfortunately, not everybody has that breeze in them.
Because they understand that J-Rock has everything. He has stuff to lose. He has everything to gain.
Right.
These guys know. Like, look, it's a thing about eyes too. I mean, I believe in the eye test, and you cannot lie to somebody. When you look into J-Rock's eyes and you're going up against him, you cannot tell me he's gonna look back at you and say, "I'm going to beat you." Yes, I'm going to beat you. It's not like you're going to come in with the chains. You're going to come in with the gold or a reputation, and he's going to go backwards. No. J-Rock knows he doesn't have the gold yet, but I'm coming for it. Doesn't matter who it is. Tell me when, where, how, and I will do it. I will meet you in the center of that ring, and I will come to your backyard, as you mentioned, Michelle, or whatever, and I'll make it happen.
After his last fight with the Italian guy, I spoke to him a couple of days later. I said, "Oh, you know, you guys gonna go on vacation, the baby, the girl, and all." He goes, "RB, I was so guilty doing that." And I said, "Why?" Because you know he's made okay money. I mean, he could go on vacation. He could,
At least on a little cruise.
and he said, "I'm not a world champion yet, so I'm not gonna act like one, and I'm not gonna go out there and splurge and vacation because I would feel too guilty." I was like, you know what? That was the ice.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
I love Julian Williams, guys. I really do. Also, a couple other kids. Erickson Lubin at 154 pounds as well. Oh, man, this kid is only 20 years of age, could have medaled in the Olympics this year, but decided to forego that, turned pro, and he just grows every single time. His last fight that I did down in Florida for PBC on Bounce, he was able, I saw a new wrinkle out of his game. He didn't go out there and finish off his opponent. He fought a tough Mexican kid that made him work, but he didn't waver. Plus, the athletic ability of Erickson Lubin is second to none. He does things with his legs and his agility and his power and his feints, and he's constantly thinking. Sammy Vasquez, too, is another fighter at 147 pounds. He gives it his all. He goes out there and just handles his business. Look, he knows. He has all of Pittsburgh. He has all of Menneson, Pennsylvania behind him.
Yeah. That's the kid we need to see more often.
I think we see him, to be honest with you, in the summertime. Because, it is. But, I mean, it's just things have to play out, especially with what was going on with Thurman and Porter and that delay. I think it kind of put a wrinkle in them, 147 pounds. Yeah. Plus, people want to say, I think Sammy looked terrific in his fight against Aaron Martinez. Martinez didn't come to fight. So Sammy went out there, did his job, and stopped his opponent. So let the kid have a break. I love Sammy Vasquez. His dad keeps him grounded. The same thing with Erickson Lubin, Henry Revolta, and that entire crew down there. They really make sure that Gary Jonas as well, that he doesn't get too big for his britches. His people come out to his fights, but he goes, look, I could have done better. Also, another young man that is with Erickson Lubin, Dennis Galarza, he's coming up at 147 pounds. But to me, guys, the three, I'd have to say J-Rock, give me some Erickson Lubin, and give me some Sammy Vasquez.
All right, there's some big fights coming up, and I want you to give us your prediction in one word. I'm going to give you there's two names, and you tell us who's going to win the fight.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Which you already kind of answered this, but we'll start off with Spence Algieri.
I think Spence finishes Algieri.
All right. Charles Martin, Anthony Joshua.
There will not be a new king. There will be a prince. And I'm talking about Prince Charles Martin. He gets the upset tomorrow.
All right. Ortiz Berto.
The fans win. I have to say partial. Oh, okay, never mind. You know what? I think Berto evens it up this time.
Yeah.
I do. I you know what? Ortiz is I love his. No, he's a fun guy. He's a fun dude. If I wanted to go out, I am a single guy. If I wanted to go out and party and have someone as my wingman, Victor Ortiz would be my wingman because he's a fun dude.
He is a fun guy.
He's a lazy
no, but then he'd hog him all for himself. I mean, Victor will spread the wealth. You know what I mean? Victor's an LA guy. He's a West Coast guy. He's laid back. Algieri has that New York mentality. Luther Bell, if you're listening, you know what I'm talking about. He'll go right in there and take 7 of them for himself. I think Victor spreads the wealth.
All right, ladies, if you listening, though, Ray, nice-looking young man, he got a job because he's on TV every week.
Oh, my goodness.
Send us your pictures and resume.
I am. I don't have time to date at home. Yeah, I don't have time to date at home.
Send us an email to Michelle@RagingBay.com with your pictures.
I will scout you.
Exactly. Yeah. Please send your resume and full body front, back, side turn.
And ring girls are welcome. That seems to be my type.
Ring girls are welcome.
All right, a couple more here.
Yes.
Pacquiao Bradley. Come on.
I think Bradley wins the fight. I really do. I think him and Teddy Atlas have gotten together. Great chemistry. Pacquiao's talking about, and listen, nothing against religion. He's talking about religion. He's talking about politics. Man, look, you're in it for the payday. He's going to come in. I want to do nice, whatever. Okay, it's not the nice business. This is the hurting business. Tim Bradley, you look in his eye, he's like a mercenary.
Yeah.
He is a mercenary. And now he's got the general of generals in Teddy Atlas. Programming him, look out on that one.
We're firemen.
We're firemen, yes.
Canelo Khan.
A mismatch. Canelo all the way. Total mismatch. I mean, I listen, Amir Khan does not have that good of a chin. I think he's an outstanding young man, but he doesn't have. I mean, Chris Algieri was able to rock him, and Algieri has power. But you know, are you kidding me? What are you going to do with a strong, a viable, powerful force in Canelo Alvarez? Amir, what are you doing? I mean, dare to be great? No, dare to get rich is what he's doing. That is what the whole deal is. Dare to get rich.
Dare to get
rich.
Listen,
Get rich or die
yeah,
trying.
I would have.
He might die trying.
I would have taken half the purse and then keep your faculties about you. You're going to walk in and Canelo is going to start you. He is going to be angry. It's going to be, it is literally like serving somebody up. And we can go back to the Aztec gods in, what is it, Montezuma, and serving somebody to the young Aztec warrior, and he goes and Amir Khan is the sacrificial lamb in front of Cinco de Mayo, and all the Mexicans are going to descend upon Las Vegas, and he's going to serve up Amir Khan to everyone to enjoy on the Cinco de Mayo celebration. That is what my prediction is, and I know I went into detail, but
okay, well, last one. Yes. Oh, we're going to keep that out of here. Okay. All right, ready? I saved the hardest one, I think, for last. But hold on. Thurman or Porter?
Thurman wins the fight. I love Sean Porter. He's a great young man. Him and his dad, I mean, they have this work ethic. They have this love for the game. But Keith Thurman, if he is focused, if he's totally healthy, he's got that jab, and then he's got that right that goes, bow. Oh, my goodness. He has the reach, and he's going to keep Sean at the end of that right hand. However, the reason why I can see some money coming in on Sean Porter, we are in Las Vegas, ladies, and it's obviously a betting town.
Yeah.
I could see some money coming in on Sean Porter, and he's a live dog because we saw Keith Thurman for once get hurt by Luis Colazo back last year to the body. He almost got folded. So if Sean Porter is a middle linebacker, he's a running back, he has a gas tank that can go. Oh, my goodness. He's like the Energizer Bunny all day, every day. And he smiles when he's coming. What is that song that they say? They smile in your face. What is the
backstab?
Yeah, the backstab. He's smiling in your face. He's trying to rip your head off. And Keith has got to understand that you have got to be the matador to the bull of Sean Porter. So I think it is going to be a very fun fight. I think that, to me, is going to be potentially the fight of the year, ladies. And that is without question. And I'm sorry for being so mean to Amir Khan, but
we have
he'll be all right.
We have to, well, hopefully we'll be in New York. But I have to take this back, Ray, because everybody sees you now, and every week you're everywhere, and you're doing all this work, and you're hosting some of the biggest events, and I mean, it's an amazing journey, I think, for you, because I've talked to you about this before, but our listeners don't know. I first saw you ring announcing in Puerto Rico at like a little hole-in-the-wall show, and I was out there with my family, and it was in Caguas, Puerto Rico, and it was like hot as hell in this venue.
It's 100 degrees in the summertime.
And I remember sitting there with my sister, and you came in the ring, and you were raw, and I said, oh my God, his voice, like, and it's just amazing to see that hard work pays off. I mean, can you talk to us a little bit about your journey from how you started? You know, you didn't skip classes. You earned your stripes.
I mean, it's honestly, I've been very fortunate. Every promoter, every promotional entity, thank you very much for the opportunity, because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. Every matchmaker, every television producer, every director, I mean, I can't thank them enough. And honestly, I have the opportunity in my life here with PBC. They've been so great to me. I mean, to be able to do, we were talking about this off the air, what fights I would like to do. I grew up watching Chavez fight against Hector Camacho. I grew up watching Mike Tyson, watching Michael Buffer and Jimmy Lennon Jr. And to be able, through PBC, to have the opportunity to do the fights that I have been able to do, and also to work with Banner Promotions and all my other clients that I work with as well, to do Provide Coffee Matisse last year.
Amazing.
I mean, it was unbelievable to do that fight, to do Santa Cruz and Mares at Staples Center, to work with TGB Promotions, who allow me the opportunity to do the pre-fight press conference, to do the press conference. I mean, I'm there all week, and it's great to be able to have these opportunities, but it is without question, and I'm not even saying this because it's a company guideline, and I don't really care what people think in terms of, oh, he's been a company guy. PBC has changed my life because I'm on the road so much, and it's the visibility, and it's working with unbelievable people. I mean, NBC, and then single too, it doesn't hurt. NBC and CBS and New York and LA. I mean, you know, Brad from PBC. You guys know Brad, right?
Yeah.
So Brad. So Brad goes, man, Ray goes, he sees me at the fights, he goes, and he sees the suits, and the suits are a little bit different because things are taking, from a financial standpoint, are getting a little bit better. They are getting better.
So that's right.
And Brad goes, man, you're living life, right, Ray? And I go, I absolutely am, Brad. And you know what? It's honestly, I'm living my dream.
Wonderful.
To be able to do PBC, NBC on April 16th next week. Fox Bruto Ortiz #2. Are you kidding me? I still have to work with ESPN. Man.
If you could go back in time, is there a fight that you would love to bring announce? You could put yourself in a time machine and say, that's the fight I would love to go back and do.
It's probably not a fight that you guys that it's not like a classic war, but it's a memorable fight. It is back Julio Cesar Chavez, Greg Halgan in front of 135,000 people in Estadio Azteca. Because that to me was a moment to when I remember I was like 5 or 6 years old. I watched the Countdown show, and to see 135,000 people when Chavez fought, it was an event for me and my family, and a lot of Mexicans and a lot of Hispanics because of what he meant to the game. And when the Mexican national anthem started, I stood up, and I was 5 or 6 years old in my living room, and I had my hand on my heart, and I heard that song. It blew me away. And when they introduced him, it was just like if I wanted to be somewhere at any point ring announcing, I would want to announce Chavez Halgan from Estadio Azteca back in February of 1993.
Wow.
You have anything for Ray before we play?
We got to play the game. Other than, we love when you join us.
Oh, it's honestly, and talk about journeys here. But before, let me cut a quick promo real quick here in Las Vegas. What you ladies have been able to do. We see women power when it comes to MMA. We're starting to see it in sports entertainment, pro wrestling. We're seeing it in boxing, what you guys are able to do. Ladies of the world, stand up and be proud of this show for getting involved in the street science and helping to, you guys are not hanging with the guys. You guys are taking names with the fellas.
That's right.
What you are doing. Are you kidding me? Anytime I can sit in between these two ladies to doing a show and listen to them guys, I listen to you. You had Jake Donovan on a couple weeks ago. I love that. You guys were breaking down things. Jake's a very good friend of mine. It's great. You're informative, but it is down the middle, and I love it. It is, and you can't go wrong with that. And the same thing with me is that I work with ESPN, but you know what? I want everyone to succeed. Why can't we all succeed and get along in this world?
And when me and Jay started talking about the morning show, that was the one thing me and her said, is that we're going to call it down the middle and we're going to have fun. Because right now in boxing, social media, it's so negative. Everything is negative. There's people that have podcasts, and for a full hour, all they're doing is talking about negative shit.
Right.
Who they don't like, who's doing this, who's that. And I said, that's not what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
We want to have fun with all the fighters. I don't care who they're signed with. I don't care which network they fight on. It doesn't matter to me. Let's have fun with that. Let's get them to open up, and we're going to call it down the middle. So, like when Hauser did that 5-part gaming series, I said, let's have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? I don't even understand why it was that big of a deal.
Right.
So I'm glad that you recognize that, because we do try to be unbiased as much as possible.
It's the truth. You know what? I cannot stand negativity. If you want to say that a fight isn't good, well, then talk about it afterwards. Because some of the best fights have been fights that on paper have been mismatches. You know what? It's a possibility. But I think Amir's gonna get what is the thing? Served. He's gonna get served. He's gonna get served. Is what he's gonna get served. I'm just saying. Listen, but I'll be here. Guess what? I'll be here. I'll be covering the fight. I'm gonna be excited to watch Canelo and Khan in there. To be interesting. I'm not saying don't buy the fight. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, look, I think this is what's gonna happen. And you could say I'm wrong. No problem. I've been wrong before. I will continue to be wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm a boxing fan. And don't be one of those hipster fight fans. There are hipster fight fans, and I'm calling them out right now.
Call them out.
There's hipster fight fans that it's like listening to like the Killers just opened up the T-Mobile Arena a couple of nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like saying, man, they were so good 4 years ago. Well, the music hasn't changed, but before they were known. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like this person before he sold out or whatever. What are you talking about?
Right.
Just so you can get on your hipster or your combat sports hipster sports box or your purist. Are you kidding me? But guess what? at the end of the day, you're watching.
That's
I know
right.
you're watching. You on your keyboard or whatever, on your Twitter or whatever, you know, your social media saying, I suck right now or whatever. I know you're watching. So guess what? As a promotion or as an entity, as media, we don't care. We love you, but we can't please you.
That's
There ain't
right.
nothing we can do to please you.
Can't do it.
It's like having a wife that cooks, that cleans, that is a stunner. That too. You know, and you complain about her for not having an extra side dish or something crazy. Bro, calm down.
Calm
Enjoy
down.
yourself.
Live a little. Man, you better talk about it. You better air it out, Ray. See?
We have
Hallelujah.
the same fishbowl. You have to take a question, read it out loud, and
Let me
answer it.
see what is in the fishbowl. It's like a fortune cookie.
Yes.
If you could be any kitchen appliance, what would it be and why? Oh boy. Okay, a kitchen appliance. I would like to be a skillet because I love when things start to sizzle. Oh my goodness. When it comes to getting dressed and you're going out at night in town, you're like, man, I'm sizzling. I got the cologne going. I
Right.
got the Normani
Get it
cologne
hot.
going. Oh my goodness. Or when a fight is going second or third round and you're seeing something special and it's sizzling and you throw that marinade and you're searing that sizzle and you know you got that steak on it. Oh my goodness. I am a carnivore. No offense to the vegans out there in the world, but I love me a good steak, medium rare, with all the trimmings already Pululo, and for better promotions, knows what it's like to take us out to steak places. And man, oh man, do we eat like kings. So I would be a skillet because I love when things sizzle. And the action's going to sizzle tomorrow night, April 16th, April 30th, and don't you miss it.
Oh, one more.
Okay,
that was so good.
I know.
Let you go.
I like that
Yes,
answer.
absolutely.
Sizzle it up. Make it hot.
That's what I'm all about. I mean, listen, I'm
Man,
ecstatic,
the
of course.
switchboard started getting hot, man.
Oh. What is
They
your
are
worst
loving it.
personality characteristic? Okay, this is easy. I am impatient. I'm the most impatient person in the world. I want things to happen now. I don't like waiting in lines, not just because I'm whatever. It's just I don't like waiting in lines. I'd rather rest or I could do other things. Or, you know, listen, I have an affinity for what I want the future missus to be. And I want it right now. But it's not going to happen overnight. So everything you want things to happen now. I wanted early on in my career, my ring announcing career, to be on TV right now. But the best things in life are truly without waiting, or are truly worth waiting for. Exactly. Yeah, they're the man upstairs, his hands, but hey, I'm impatient. I am what I am. It's a good attraction, but it's also a bad one. That's
you
my
own
worst
it.
one.
As long as you own it, it's
I
all
am.
good.
I am one impatient little dude, is what I would like to say.
All right. Well, Ray, thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome.
It was a ton of fun.
It was a pleasure. Ladies, continue the great success. I mean, if this isn't on video, I want to quickly break down real quick. They have fish bowls with candy. They have these unbelievable mics. They have their logo everywhere. Everyone's coming up to them. They know everybody in the business. And if you're not a fan, I don't know what your problem is. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everybody what is going on with this program, because it is unbiased, it's down the middle, and as Joe Cortez sees it, he calls it as he sees it, and you make sure to listen to the show every single day as I do.
Thank you so much. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
All right.